everybody, Nerdigans. This is the one and only Packer Girl 89, and today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Vinland Saga chapter 176. So, last chapter we finally set off for our journey to Vinland, and it looks like we're going to Greenland first before we hit Vinland. And not only is this a new chapter in terms of story, but chapter 175 feels like it's a new chapter in terms of the art, because man, last chapter's art was just on a whole new level of gorge. Yukimura, you have raised the bar for yourself. You better not let us down with this art. I swear to God. Anyway, let's get to this chapter, see what's in store for us this month. And ooh, we got a nice cover page, Thorfinn on it. Art looks good so far. Yeah. And chapter 176 is titled Sailing West Part 10. Thorfinn's group sets sail and heads to the neighboring Greenland. A new chapter begins. Yeah, it does. And let's take a look at this page. Because, yeah, I'm going to be more stingy on the art than usual because of what we got last chapter. Oh my god, look at this. The iceberg is looking really, really beautiful. Look at that shit. It looks great. It really looks like an ice. It does look like an iceberg. It really does. And I'm going to say this right now. This is shit that Hollywood, and not just Hollywood, but the animation, both East and West, wishes they can do with a team of animators and special effects crew in the case of Hollywood. And this is just one man doing this. One man. I swear, no respect for the mangaka from the mainstream. It drives me nuts. And look at this ocean. This ocean looks so beautiful. Like, it feels like you could smell the salt from the ocean, and you could almost touch it. And even with the iceberg, you could kind of feel like the chill in the air. It's just so great. This art is so beautiful. And I want to mention this before I continue. I actually showed a panel from last chapter to my Riot Life PD group on Twitter, my DM group, who don't read manga at all. And they thought it was beautiful. And I said, one man drew this, and they're like, whoa. That's how, see, normies don't get it. Normies will get it when you tell them this. But right now, everyone's just so focused on anime. Oh, it drives me fucking nuts. Really drives me nuts. Can't stand that shit. I'm sorry. It's just been driving me nuts since yesterday. But anyway, 1,200 kilometers west from Iceland lays Greenland, the transit point towards Vinland. Alright, let's take a look at Greenland here. The sheep are looking good. The texture's looking good. That sky, though, is looking really nice. I'm not gonna lie. Grandpa, wake up! I'm up. Liar. Can you see that? The ships are coming in. Aren't those the ones you were talking about, Grandpa? Really? Greenland. Ooh, during the 11th century, this island was the westernmost part of European civilization. Leif Erikson's farm is located in the south of the island, about 1,200 kilometers from Vinland as the crow flies. The first man to ever land in Vinland closest to it. Ooh, so there's Leif's Island. Is right there. And there's, so in Greenland there's Leif's farm, and then there's Leif's landing site. Okay, so that's Brattahlid. There we go. If I butcher that, I am sorry. The map, I will say this, the map looks really nice. And this landscape, ooh, man. Yukimura, this landscape is looking really, really good. I'm digging it. Long time no see, Gramps. Oh, you made it, Thorfinn. We'll be here for 2 to 3 days. I know it's a slog, but we need to recruit more pioneers to join us. Well, you can take all the time you like. Poor old man. He's shaking. And I love that you can see it. You really can see it with just like one line. It looks like just mainly one line that shows him shaking. It's just, it's really just shows you how good art is. We don't have time. We don't have time to take it slow. I was actually wondering if you could help and take some supplies off our hands. Otherwise, I don't have enough space for the newly recruited pioneers. When summer comes, I'll have a ship sent here to recruit a second group of pioneers. We'll pick up the supplies then. Would you be able to change your plans to accommodate that, Gramps? You should take your time. Even Gramps knows that. Huh? No, we don't have time for that. Is everything okay, Gramps? Grandpa's getting a little senile. The moment he stepped off the boat, he became an old man. His hearing is also a little impaired. You'll have to repeat a lot. You'll have to repeat things a lot before he understands them. But he was just fine last summer. Time flies, and especially when you're older like that, it really affects. God, it's hard to describe. It's really hard to describe it. When you're older, your body just is breaking down a lot faster when you're older, especially when you're Leaf's age. We need to discuss some arrangements, so let's see if we can find Bug Eyes. He's been gone since last summer. If you need advice, your best shot is Moles. Bug Eyes, forget about him. The second he got his hands on some money, he packed his bags and left for Norway. Smart man. But dude, this panel is great. I love the background, looks great. The texture on the fur is awesome. And even look at the hair on the mustache and the beard. It's really, really good. What? That's awful. What's even more awful is that he got hooked by some Norwegian. He got hooked by some Norwegian girls out gambling all the time. Dude, you know what that is? That's the power of thirst, man. 6 months ago, Norway. Silo, yes. So Silo is a traditional Chinese game. Siwu Liu means 4, 5, 6. Awesome, Boogie Wuggy, you won again, dude. Dude, his last Kiaro. Dude, this man is thirsty. Even with money, he's still thirsty. And you know what he's doing? He's simping. Dude is a simp. Even with all that money, he'd be a simp, yo. Boogie Wuggy, when will you become king of all the world? King, eh? King of all the world, eh? He's a simp. But guys, enough of that. Let's get out of here. Didn't I tell you? Me and my girl will be starting a family. We'll be buying a farm near Oslo. Boogie Wuggy, I really want a white horse. Well, how many do you want? I've got enough money. Dude, he's a simp. Kyoro, Silo. That's a relief. Bug Eyes finally managed to cut himself loose from his parents. Well, that's good. Well, yeah, that's a good thing, but he's still a simp. A simp is a simp. But at least he's getting some. A stubborn old man like me shouldn't get in the way of those youngins. No. Let him do what he wants. If it means being a simp, it means being a simp. But at least he's getting something. At least, even if it's a gold digger, at least he's getting something. It's the age of you young people. You should do as you please. I won't leave you yet, Gramps. There's still so much I can learn from you. I won't leave you yet, Gramps. Hey, I can hear you. Right, I remember because you were saying something about learning from me. Thorfinn, remember this. Thorfinn, remember this? I do. That takes me back. The old smoke pipe you got from the Indians in Vinland. It's yours now. The smoke leaves are long gone, but I'm sure it will serve you well if you keep it. That will actually help. That will. Because if Thorfinn, when Thorfinn gets to Vinland and he sees the natives, and he shows them the pipe, they'll be like, okay, you friend, you not asshole. If any of the Mikamak offers to smoke with you, be sure to accept. It's very important to them, apparently. Mikamak, that's what they called me, and it's what I call them as well. Maybe it means friend. Come to think of it, they also had a feather ornament. It was called, I'm sorry that it's escaping me. I can't seem to remember. After all, it's been more than 20 years. 20 years. It's been 20 years. Holy shit, it's been 20 years. Time flies, man. Heave ho! Be careful on your feet. You're all grown up. If Thors could see you right now, I can't imagine how pleased he would be. Follow your heart, my son. Aww. I will, Father. Aww. Those who raise a young man can be called father. This chapter was sweet. Next issue, recruiting pioneers in Greenland. This chapter was really sweet. It was. And then there's a special extra chapter here that that I saw. It's a very short one, but I want to point this out here in particular. Is that I think you see Leaf at the end. Yeah, I think that's Leaf at the end right there. I could be wrong, but anyway, I'm really curious what you guys thought of this chapter. I thought this chapter was really good. Was the art as breathtaking as it was in chapter 175? No. Chapter 175 was on a whole different level of gorge. It really, really was. And it makes me sad that this art is not up there. It's not it's not as gorgeous as it was. Even though, yes, we have the teepees. I will point out, or not teepees. Oh shit! Those tents do look really nice. Like the texture and the cloth looks really good. The huts look really nice. Even from far away, you could see that there's texture there. It looks good. The art looks good. It does. It's just not like it's not like taking my breath away in the same way that chapter 175 did. But I want to point out that I will say in regards to this pipe. This pipe looks really, really beautiful. It does. The intricate lines on that pipe is just fantastic. And then you got that texture of the bowl of the pipe. It just looks really, really beautiful. But it's going to be, because it's been so long since Leaf went to Vinland and had the pipe, had the pipe given to them, you gotta wonder if any of the elders are still alive. But they should be able to remember, or even the newer generations should be able to remember because of the elders telling them the stories, because in Native American culture, that's what they do. So I'm really curious what you guys think about this chapter, and do you guys think that we might get at least some peace from them? The only thing that I can think of, and yes, we know Thorfinn is going to die at the end. We know he's going to die at the end. The only thing I can think of is if the tribe that Leaf meant was taken over by another tribe. That's the only thing I can think of. Either that or the younger generation are assholes. Anyway, I'm really curious what you guys think. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. if you love what I'm doing and want to help keep this channel alive so I can keep bringing you more Vinland content. There's a few ways you could do that. You could donate to my Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, purchase something on my Amazon wishlist. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, friend me on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I'll be seeing you later.